Revelation 14, verses 1 through 6. Let's just read it really quick. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of guitarists playing on their psalms. Excuse me, I'll just destroy those pronunciations. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four living creatures and their elders, and no man can learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women and are virgins. It's interesting. You could read in the Shepherd of Hermas about virgins, and we all know the parable, the ten virgins, and but virgins doesn't necessarily mean what we might think it means on the surface. The Shepherd of Hermas actually gets into this, so that's something to look into. Anyway, continuing, these are which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits of Yahuwah, and to the Lamb. So it's interesting how we get some insight on the first fruits. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they were without fault before the throne of Yahuwah. This is why I'm making this video. Verse 6. So now the timeline is the Antichrist will perish when Christ actually comes down and touches upon the earth. When the second coming of Christ, when he comes in the flesh, and actually touches down on Mount Zion, that event will cause the Antichrist to perish by the light of his coming, as Thessalonians says. And then is the Battle of Armageddon. So we can only imagine all nations would freak out. And when he touches the earth, all armies will encompass around him with his 144,000. So I'm making this video because verse 6 is really amazing. And verse 6 implies that we will be preaching the gospel from the stars. And I don't ever hear anybody talk about this, but it's plainly written in the text. Let's read verse 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting good news to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation, kindred, tongue, and people. So this clearly indicates during that time, I guess when the Antichrist reigns, we could assume the Bible will be completely banned, and none of us might have it. But it's very clear that the gospel will be written in the stars, and at least the 144,000 will be using that to preach to every tribe, nation, kindred, and tongue. Really amazing. I never hear anybody talk about that, but it's plainly written here in Revelation 14:6. Something to meditate on. I just wanted to make that video. Pretty cool. All right, guys. God bless you.